All right. Hi everyone, and welcome back to my channel. If you're here, it's because you are gonna come with me on my journey to creatively direct my life. This is just gonna be raw, real, and as genuine as it can get. So let's get into it. I had been thinking about this for the longest time, and I guess part of it was fear and a little scared to share the deeper part of myself that I actually want to accomplish. But I know that if I don't actually put this into the universe and share this with you, as I've said before, I wouldn't be creating my own opportunity. But for me, the most important part is to really create the momentum for myself, to just keep going, to keep pushing, and to really just cement everything that I want for this year. But the last 2 days I've been really distracted, kind of just overthinking everything again. And I know that's when the time calls for me to be open about my situation and my creative process. So recently I did quit my job. It's currently January 30th, and maybe the universe conspired against me, maybe it conspired with me. I had this big urge that I just wanted to let everything go regarding my job, and something just confirmed it for me. At the moment, I do feel a little bit sad. It feels weird because this has never happened to me. But at the same time, I internally feel super happy because it's something that I have been wanting for a really long time, and it's just for me to put myself out there and really expand all of my options. Maybe it needed to happen, maybe it didn't, but currently that's what's going on. I don't know, I just got off the call, so it's been deep inside of me. I know what's good for me, and I know that this job wasn't serving me any good, so it was keeping me in my comfort zone. And right now I'm currently out of my comfort zone because technically I'm jobless, or I will be. Low-key, I had manifested this because I just wanted the chance for me to put all of my chips into one basket. This is my opportunity, like I said, to bet on myself, to really go forward and do something that I've never done. I've never been jobless. I've never actually put all my effort into myself. It's scary, it brings a lot of fear, but at the same time, I'm very hopeful that everything will work out for me. This is the perfect timing, actually, and I just want to show myself that I'm able to do it. So I don't know how it will be. I don't know if it's through these videos. I don't know if people will actually, relate to this and see something that, that they like. But it feels like I only have this one chance to prove to myself that I'm able to do everything that I want to do. And not a day from now on can go by where I think negatively about myself. So here we are. I guess this can go also with the episode of fear. You won't actually know what happens or what you're gonna do until you reach that point that you literally have to face it. Only God knows why he does the things he does. So I know I had told a few people that I got laid off, but I really didn't want to share a personal thing, and I feel like it's actually counteractive to say I quit than if I got laid off. I really just have this feeling in me that I really want to share my experience, and I've been doing that through my previous videos, but I feel like there has been like a missing element that I've wanted to see from other people. But obviously if you don't see that missing element, then that probably means that you need to be that person. I'm a firm believer that I have to create the momentum for my life and for my opportunities for them to come, and this is me also putting that momentum in, creating my opportunity, documenting so you guys can see what this process is like. And I really just want to share the mental as well, because I feel like it's easy to observe other people and see like what they're doing with their life, but I have a lot of self-doubt that I have came from and I have worked through. And even then, it's still not easy to just get up from one day to another, like I've said before, and get rid of that mindset. It doesn't happen like that, and it hasn't happened like that for me. And I feel like it's been the moment, because everything just happened perfectly, and I'm really trusting God and my process and everything that I'm doing for myself. In order for me to creatively direct my life, I have to make a lot of change. To make that change, I have to take the risk. And so here I am, putting myself out there. So I made a mind map. I don't know if you can see it, but hopefully I can add it up here somewhere. Let's get into my mind map. Okay, so we had to re-record that whole last part and the explanation of my mind map, because I felt like it was boring and I did not want to bore you guys to death. So I'm saving you from that. But basically, I really just transferred my mind map into Milano, which is more of like a board where you can pretty much connect all of your ideas, and I really just connected it so you guys can see it and it can be visually interactive and more appealing. So we're gonna get into it. Creatively directing my life basically means that I am the core of everything that I will be doing in my life and designing in my life. But overall, it's just really me documenting, experimenting, designing, whatever I have put in this mind map. Basically, I'm at the forefront, I'm at the core. I'm pretty much the image, my personal brand that I'm building, I guess. And that's pretty much it. You guys will know me for whatever I will be building. This isn't really to put a lot more pressure on myself. It's actually just to really collect everything and put it into perspective of what I want to accomplish. So for timeline, I did not put any due date or anything like that, because this is just going to be me building on things that I want to do for the rest of my life, or as a career, or as long as the opportunity comes. There is no timeline, because some of these things do take time and there's really just no pressure. So what do I want? I want to build my life into a more creative, hopefully I'll be making my own job from this, directing my life to be more creative, more expansion on the actual creations or projects that I want to do that come up in my mind. Exploring personal topics, pushing fresh ideas based on culture, my culture, and philosophical learning through fashion and personal journey. So I love philosophy. I love really just connecting that through my daily life, connecting that to fashion and my personal journey. So I already started with my personal journey, what that has been like, certain thoughts that I've had, and I really just want to continue building on that. So overall, I have here creating momentum, creating more opportunity, personal identity, building community, and designing my reality. And that's pretty much it. That's pretty much the core of me, who I want to be, what I want to do. Mission is to break generational trajectory and document everything. Overall, break generational trajectory is probably the most important for me, because I am the youngest daughter of immigrant parents, and we've all gone through this, where it's the imposter syndrome, or these feelings of doubt, and I just want to push past it, because there is absolutely no way that I'm going to let these limiting beliefs to continue to stop me, or doubt, or anything, or any fear. And I just don't want to be complacent in the life that I have right now. So this is really me just pushing past that and doing everything that I want to do. So we're gonna get into the little hubs and health. So for health, I didn't really put anything crazy. I just pretty much put stay healthy, look good. I feel like I've already gotten a really good gist of my discipline. I've been going to the gym every day, super consistent. I've been eating within my meal plan, creating better habits. I've been waking up within the first alarm, reading more. I don't drink. I haven't gone out in the longest time, and I've just been staying away from anything possibly that can change or get me out of my discipline. So for that, it's really just to continue and obviously document that, but that's pretty much it. So for final collection, or should we go the other way? I don't know. We're gonna go the other way. No, I don't know. We're gonna go this way. So we're gonna do a final collection, and I don't know if technically it'll be that way for you guys. I don't know. So for final collection, I'm in my final year of fashion school, and basically I have to create my final collection. I've already been doing that. I've been making the samples. I did put myself in a little bit of a difficult position because obviously I quit. We're not even gonna get into that. So the goal for this final collection is, obviously I've been going to school for fashion. I will be graduating, and it's really just to create this final collection and build the foundation of me as a designer, and obviously just enjoy the process. It'll be like my first collection that I'll be building, and I really just want to document that, how it goes, what are the steps that I've done, and that's pretty much it. All right, so for social media, so you guys already have seen that I've been building my YouTube. I've kind of really haven't been posting on Insta as much. Substack, I have made a couple of drafts, and then TikTok. So for YouTube, obviously I want to storytell my personal experience, and obviously with this I'll be showing you guys however it comes, week by week, or however it goes. Overall, the goal is to document the process, experience, and the changes while I'm forming this personal brand or personal identity or whatever I'm building at the moment. So that's pretty much it. For Instagram, anything reposted from TikTok or just a more curated feed. I really don't really have a plan with Insta because sometimes I really just don't want to post on there, but we'll see how it goes. For Substack, I love to write, and it's something that I've always done, but I want to obviously share these personal thoughts and make it a little bit more comfy, a little bit more homey, a little bit more of like a cozier feeling that you're actually like reading into my mind. So obviously the goal here is to share my personal writing because I love writing, and I don't know, it just feels like I'm sharing a piece of me. Like, I don't know, it just feels very like personal, so I love that. And for TikTok, I'm going to be sharing my thoughts. It's going to be a little bit more organic, being a little bit more fun, more interactive. So obviously for TikTok, my goal is to grow a community where, you know, you can really see me, my personality is going to be more organic. But yeah. All right, so for concept creation and creative direction, my goal for this is to continue building on my concepts that I think of and bring those to life. And I've really thought about more fashion editorials, more fashion stories, more community stories, create collabs with brands or artists. Please God. That's really something that I would love to do, create for brands or for artists, or just build for myself and really just build my visual library, diary of everything that I want to do. So that for me is super exciting, and it's also something that I've been doing. I don't really know, and I'm not really familiar what it takes to get, you know, to a certain level, but I'm experimenting, and perfection has led me to be stuck sometimes, and I really just don't want to do that to myself anymore. So we're just creating, building, and that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna lead our concepts and bring those to life, and yeah. All right, so for building community, my goal is to really just share myself, my experiences, and hopefully that will bring in like-minded people that have experienced fear or anything of being like first gen, or is something super exciting, you know, giving hope or sharing resources. And this is very important for me because for the longest time I felt like I didn't have a voice, and I really want to, you know, make people realize that opportunity exists anywhere and everywhere. I just want to bring more like-minded people. Hopefully there is like literally no limit to how far I want to get with this. Like I just want to build on this. For the final one, we have my sportswear brand. My sportswear brand is something that I've thought about since 2018 when I started the gym, and it's been going in my head, and I feel like everything in the universe has been telling me to just go ahead and do it. So I'm already kind of been building the basis of it, really just get you guys to see what it's gonna take for me to build that from scratch. Basically the goal is to build my brand, the process of building, bring my vision to life, and continue to design and bring those elements of design into what I want to do for this brand, and obviously show you guys behind the scenes. I don't really want to keep anything to myself. I won't be showing you guys designs, like it'll just be more of like what we're gonna be doing, what are the plans, you know, certain things, what goes wrong, what goes right. And like I said, there is no timeline for this, and there's really no limit as to how far this is gonna go. Also, like just having grace with myself, because if I fail at something, which I won't, best case scenario is I actually, you know, complete this with the grace of God. There's really just no cap, limit, anything. But yeah, like I feel like I'm at a great opportunity for myself. This is just the basic idea, but there's a lot of like little ideas that I have within all of these. And yeah, like I just wanted to share this because this will maybe already create myself a big opportunity. So that is pretty much the idea for me creating this legacy of myself and breaking the generational trajectory, because overall my goal is to continue obviously doing this for myself, but also building my community. If you're a like-minded creative, or if you've had any doubts about yourself or your creative process, you know, I hope this encourages you to keep going as well, because I am not gonna let up and I'm not gonna give up on myself. And I really just hope that also transmits to you and you won't give up on yourself either. Overall, like this is pretty much it. And I hope you guys have a good rest of your day. And obviously follow me, give me a like, and comment down below if you have, you know, any creative ideas that you've been wanting to act on, or if you've had any doubts. You know, just engage and tell me your story, anything of that sort. If you've struggled with anything, if you're like seeing something that you like that you want to see more of. But I don't know, if this resonated with you, let me know down below, and hopefully you can come along with me on my journey to build myself, my community, everything that I want to do in this little mind map. And yeah, have a good rest of your day.